it's your girl Ombre Alert, and I am back with another video. Okay, we are continuing the biopic series. This is episode 5. Okay, in this episode we're going to get into it. It's going to be a lot of things that's a little bit different from the previous biopic series, but you're going to see when I drop the flavor and when I drop what's about to happen in this episode. You're going to see what I'm talking about. Okay, first things first, I know you guys seeing the jewels. You know, if you see a little something different, I got some little jewels right here, and these are called life crystals, and yes, they are on my website. I just added them to empresshairsolution.bigcartel.com. so if you want to grab some life crystals, you can go on my website in the description box below and check it out. Each crystal does mean something special. It's all about positive vibes. We live in this crazy world, and I just wanted to drop some positivity and some flavor on my website as well. I do have a natural hair care business, Empress Hair Solution, but it's not just hair care, it is an entire brand. Okay, so I'm trying to venture off and add little other things on my website other than hair care, because I do understand that girls like accessories and jewels and things like that. So I wanted to pop some flavor. These ones are exclusive. They aren't on the website, they're just for me, but they are. I will put some pictures up of the jewels that are available. I do have a number of life crystal necklaces on my website, and they all do have a specific meaning, a specific name, and yeah, I just wear these to give myself extra inspiration. This one is amethyst, and that is protection against negativity and positive vibes. This one is tiger's eye, and it's a calming stone that keeps you focused, and you know, is real cute. I like the brown. I like the intensity of it, and it reminds me of like my stretch marks and the beauty of having stretch marks and having melanin. And then this one is one of my favorites. It's called malachite, and it's transformation and change. And sometimes in life, changes happen that you don't expect, but it's all for the best, you know. So it's change, and it's also creativity. Y'all know that I love being creative. I paint, I draw. I am going to be doing a video talking about my paintings. I know sometimes you see them in the background, so I didn't forget about doing a video like that. I am going to be doing that very soon, so don't you worry, don't you worry. I am going to be doing videos like that too. Yeah, so if you want to purchase one of these necklaces or a necklace like this, it is going to be on my website right now. You can just click the link below, and I am doing a Labor Day sale. It is going on for the next 2 days. I did start it before the weekend, but if you missed out, you can go on my website right now, use the code at the bottom of the screen, and get 30% off of your entire purchase. Just spend $9 or more. So now that we got that through and got that together, let's hop into this video. I'm so excited to do this video because we are not just talking about a person like I have been doing biopics before, but this is going to be more about a record company. And by the way, when I mean record company, I mean Chess Records. We all know Chess Records is founded in Chicago, and we all know the movie Cadillac Records. That's the movie that I'm going to be talking about in this video. So if you're ready to talk about Chess Records and Cadillac Records, what we're going to be talking about in this video, if you're ready, make sure that you like, make sure you comment below how you feeling about this video and my biopic series videos that I have done before. If you haven't checked those out, you might want to go check those out, because all of them are very unique and very good in their own way. I am going to keep this going because I love doing these type of videos. I'm trying to be more on schedule. I do upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Okay, so make sure you get, woo, I said a lot. Make sure you hit the bell so you know when I'm recording a video, so you know when I drop some flavor on y'all. Okay, so we're gonna start it off. Okay, so the founder of Chess Records is Leonard Chess. Okay, so he named it after his last name. He is the co-founder. So what we didn't know, first of all, let's just talk about Cadillac Records. The movie came out in 2008. Adrian Brody, Beyonce, we all know who Beyonce is. Adrian Brody, Beyonce, Columbus Short, and several other actors played the roles of these legendary, and Mos Def, can't forget about Mos Def, played the legendary musicians such as Etta James, Leonard Chess himself, Columbus Short played Little Walter, Muddy Waters, Howling Wolf. All of these stars came to Chess Records and were signed to the label. So that was basically what the movie was about, is how the Chess Records influenced the music, and more importantly, how the African Americans, what they call it, how the black people, how the black musicians in this movie really changed the game. And Mos Def, of course, played Chuck Berry. So yeah, so the movie was basically about how black people influenced music and how they catapulted Chess Records to another level and set it apart as a unique record label. What I'm getting into in this video is basically talking about the real record label, which is called Chess Records, and talking about how Leonard Chess, how his son has a love-hate relationship for the movie. So I'm going to get into what he's saying. I'm going to get into what the actual director of the film is saying, and so on and so forth. So let's get it started. So from my personal opinion, I do really like Cadillac Records. After Cadillac Records was released, I did think it was a very educational movie, and it showed a lot of us how much black people influence music more than we ever really thought of before, and how, you know, the relationship builds between, you know, white people and black people, and the things that black people had to go through just to release their music. We saw a lot in the movie that happened, like we saw a lot that, like, Leonard or Adrian Brody was like giving them money and buying their cars instead of giving, you know, instead of them getting checks for their money and getting it sent to them personally. It was like the money was going through the producer, so he was like handing them money, or whenever they ran out of money, they had to come to him to ask for it. So it was like you got a chance to look at how things were really going down, like in the 1950s and the early 60s. And it was sad to watch that. It was sad to see that, you know, it was almost like slavery really didn't change that much, because it's like the black people that were the stars of this record label, they still had to go back to their own producer and ask them for money, and the check should have just been coming straight to them. So you saw stuff like that. You saw alcoholism and drug abuse, and the struggles that the stars had with that, and you saw infidelity issues, and, you know, just all of these struggles that the stars had to go through, on top of, you know, just dealing with new fame and accolades and money. So it was a really good film, and on top of, not to mention all of the countless records that we hear today, and we're like, where did they come from? Or, you know, some of these records are still on commercials, so it's like so popping to like see that black people really was doing their thing, and that's for black people back in the 1950s and 60s, it was like the only way that we really could survive was through music and through art. So we took that shit full speed ahead, and we just dominated the charts. Okay, so so what we're going to get into today is what I'm going to start off reading, and I'll leave the link of where I read this before, where I got my information from, below. So if you want to check out what I'm saying, and see the facts, then you can go see the facts. Because I don't like when people comment and try to act like I ain't do no research. Every video that I do, especially talking about things like this that happened in real life, I am actually looking up research before I record, okay? So don't come for me, okay? So with all that being said, let's get into it. So the writer and the director, Darnell Martin, which is a female, she says that because, like I said, we're talking about the fact that the co-founder, excuse me, of the Chess Records, his son is saying that he has a love-hate relationship with the movie, and he doesn't like that the movie wasn't about his father as much as I guess he wanted it to be. So the writer and director says, and I quote, and I will put it up on the screen so y'all can see what I'm saying, says, "I like it like that. I wasn't really interested in telling the story of the blues for the first time coming from the white perspective." And this is something that I feel like a lot of people struggle with today, is knowing that black people influenced a lot of things. Like, I could even go on and do a whole video about talking about like the black people that I've learned in school versus how many people I know now. Like, I can go on and on about this topic, but it seems that a lot of people in general are just confused and in disbelief that black people have influenced so much in the world. And a part of that is music. Like, jazz music came from black people. Rhythm and blues, which is our modern day R&B, came from black people, okay? So if you are not hip about that, then that's a shame on you. If you're going through the world and you're just acting like white people then created everything, like, you just want to be closed-minded, then that's on you. But don't try to, like, lie about it. Don't try to, you can be in denial all you want to, is basically what I'm saying. But the truth is the truth. And the truth is that black people have created music, you know what I'm saying? And most of that music is jazz, rhythm and R&B, and hip-hop. And if you don't know that, then you don't really want to know at this point, you know? So the director is basically saying that she didn't want to talk about blues music, which was what most of the artists on the record label were singing and playing instruments to, came from black people. That's false. Like, she didn't want to put out a false narrative or just make it about the white people. It's not about them. It's about a collective. It's the collective, okay? The collective experience. So that's what she wanted to do. She goes on to say, "I wanted to start with the guys who actually made it. I wanted it to be a story about what African Americans did for popular music," okay? So a part of this being true is that a lot of the artists changed the game when it came to blues. They added their own style, their own flair. And we're talking about not black people from specifically Chicago. All of these different artists came from all over the United States and came to Chicago to record their flavor of music. Like Chuck Berry, he was from St. Louis, Missouri, okay? Muddy Waters, he was from Mississippi. Like, they were coming from different places, and they already had their own style of music, and they came to Chicago to sign on a label and record their own music. So we're talking about black people that came from different places, and those are two, just as an example, that have brought their music to Chicago for the world to hear, okay? So yeah. So she's basically saying that she wanted it to be the African American experience, and that's what it is, okay? So Chess Records is just the platform to which the people were standing on, and it is important, but the black people are the people that made it, okay? Thank y'all for watching part 1. Get ready for part 2 of episode 5 of the biopic series. Cadillac Records is going down. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment below, and support your girls' natural hair care business and brand, Empress Hair Solution. All the links will be in the description box. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye.